Y'all about to find out the disrespect this Karen robot brings to this family? The show starts off with a man coming across a car accident. A woman carrying a baby says everyone is dead before pointing to a robot nearby. The Prills move into their new home. It's quite old, jank and stank, but Sam and her husband David are very happy with it. Their children, Finn and Juno, quickly scan the property and they notice TV screens all over the place and in every room. Sam brags that the house is 50 years old already, but it was the first smart home of its time. Helping lazy-ass people to help clean the home, Finn finds the server in the basement and tries to get the TVs to work again. He gives up, thinking he failed, but the machine turns on after he leaves. He also tinkers with an old robot that he found, but unfortunately, he can't switch it on. It was Sam's idea that they move into a new place, and she expects Finn to understand that it was necessary. Finn is worried there will only be white people at his new school because they in the country. David supports Sam's decisions, but he asks her not to coddle the kids. However, Sam is worried about Juno because she's been having nightmares after her Aunt Kathy unalived herself. Finn also misses his friends, and Sam still misses her sister. She starts to doubt if they'll be happy in their new house, but David advises her to give it a chance. The next day, the robot switches on and calls Finn Peter when she sees him sleeping. As she roams around the house, the TV screens come to life. Then she intentionally crushes a mouse she sees running around. Savage. Suddenly, Sam and David hear Juno screaming, and they find the robot looking at their daughter all sussy. But the robot says she didn't mean to scare the kid. Then, she officially introduces herself as Cassandra. Sam wants to shut her down, but Cassandra convinces them that she will help around the house. And David and Finn are thrilled to have someone do everything for them, so they decide not to turn her off. The next day, Sam wakes up to Cassandra singing them a good morning. She even helps Juno bury the dead mouse. Juno wonders how it died, and Cassandra lying ass says it died of old age. Juno gets sad when she remembers her Aunt Kathy, but Cassandra says that her aunt was weak for unaliving herself. Damn, she a bitch. The robot also takes Juno's side all the time, and the kid quickly gets attached to her. But it's evident that Cassandra doesn't like the white mother at all. As Sam says goodbye to her kids who head to school with their father, she gets spooked by Cassandra. Cassandra said she couldn't see the kids with Sam's big-ass head blocking her view. On his first day at his new school, a student named Steve quickly catches Finn's attention. Finn is a straight-A student, so Steve is eager to study with him. But we all know Finn ain't straight. After classes, he asks Finn to take him to his house. It's giving interracial heartstopper. Cassandra decides to take out her bladed vagina and mows the lawn when suddenly her blades hit a rock and hit Sam in the back. She is about to call for an ambulance, but Sam stops her. David later admits he asked the robot to mow the lawn for him, making Sam worried that her family's becoming too dependent on Cassandra. They meet with Juno's new teacher, who says it might help Juno if she joins the music club and perform ballet. David likes the idea, but the man really called his daughter a fat ballerina. Sam's mouth is on the floor. She is actually worried that Juno won't be ready to perform in front of a crowd. Cassandra overhears this, so she makes Juno sing. She compliments her and tells her to join the music club. Then she says that her mother doesn't want her to join because her mother thinks her singing sounds bad. This robot is really trifling. Steve is thrilled when he meets Cassandra. He knocks on her knockers and she gives him the bombastic side-eye. She even shows them the party room behind a hidden door, which unlike the rest of the house looks absolutely clean. Steve says he wants to be best friends, and Finn over here looking like he want to eat Steve's pink hole. Then they decide to play foosball, but we know Finn wanted to play with Steve's other balls. At dinner, Sam is happy that Finn has found a friend, but for some reason she says Steve is better looking than her own son. Finn claps back, saying the food tastes better than usual, knowing Cassandra cooked it. This family really be roasting each other. David reveals that Cassandra can change the tools in her arms to help with cooking. Then Juno mentions she wants to join the music club. When Sam expresses her doubts, the girl gets angry and walks out. So Sam tells her that she will support her no matter what. Later, Sam confronts David because she thinks he was the one who gave Juno the idea to join the music club. Sam tries to initiate some phallic tugging, but David walks away. While cleaning, Sam stumbles on some films. She checks out the photos while enjoying some wine. Then she recognizes that one of the women looks like Cassandra, so she asks if she was based on her, but Cassandra's eyes are fixated on the screen. She remembers her life before, with her son and her husband. When Sam goes to bed, Cassandra turns on the projector again. But a photo of her having dinner with another couple makes her angry, So she destroys the projector, which quickly starts a fire in the living room. She alerts everyone and then puts out the fire herself because she's connected to the house's entire system. The next morning, David implies that Sam must have gotten drunk and forgot to turn off the appliances. Sam gets offended, but she assures David that she turned off everything before going to bed. It turns out that Cassandra has lied to David that, according to her log, the fire was caused by a short circuit after some wine was spilled on the projector. This hoe wants some chocolate D in her RoboVag. In 1971, Cassandra Schmidt lived with her husband Horst and their only son Peter. Cassandra was very happy being a dedicated homemaker. Her only problem was that her husband didn't spend enough time with their son. Horst was a scientist and owner of a tech company, so he was always busy. Cassandra asked him to watch Peter play football because he never attended his games, but Horst didn't want to because Peter a loser bench warmer. Later, Peter tells his mother that the only reason he is part of the team is because Horst paid for all of their team's overseas trips. He admitted he didn't like playing, and Cassandra promised to talk to Horst about it. At present time, Finn is excited to see Steve again, but after getting the homework, Steve starts ignoring him like post-nut regret. Even his friends ask why he talks to the new guy. During her break, Sam calls her friend Mina and admits she still misses her sister. She mentions how she and Kathy used to fight about everything, and that one time, Kathy even locked her in a closet even though she knew Sam would freak out. Not long after that, Cassandra asks her for help in the kitchen because she can't reach the potatoes. So Sam goes inside the pantry when all of a sudden, Cassandra closes the door and locks her inside. Then the robot turns up the music and continues to slice bread. Sam starts to panic. She screams, cries, and pounds on the door, but no one answers. In 1971, after seeing the lipstick on her husband's shirt, Cassandra suspected that he was cheating with his new secretary, Helga. When Peter got home, his mother had already forgotten what they talked about, and she angrily tells him not to be a quitter and instead do his best to please his father. Then she packed some food and drove all the way to his office that night. She caught two people exchanging bodily fluids, but it wasn't her husband Horst. Horst was busy working in his lab, talking about how he will beat death and cure all diseases. When Cassandra saw his new secretary, Helga, she stopped suspecting him because Helga looking Helga big back. Knowing that Steve is only using him to do his schoolwork, Finn starts to avoid him too. But Steve tries to explain himself and admits he likes everything about Finn. Oh, Steve likes it in the rear too. Meanwhile at home, the door opens and David comforts Sam. She gets even more scared when she sees the crazy Whitey smiling. David tells her it was Cassandra who asked for help, and she even called an ambulance. But Sam is convinced that what Cassandra did was intentional after Cassandra heard Sam's conversation with her friend. That noon, Sam makes an excuse, saying she'll buy some things for her work. The truth is, her suspicion is growing, so she calls the seller of the house and asks about the previous owner. The man says the house was built and owned by Horst Schmidt. Then he tells her to check the city archive for more information. Meanwhile, Finn sings about Tom Holland's butt. Finn guesses it must be hard for Steve to hide that he's gay too. Before Steve can say anything, Juno opens the door and asks Finn to listen to her sing. He gets angry and tells her to go away. So the girl goes to her father, but David is also busy with his book, being the famous author that he is. Sam is still outside, so that leaves Cassandra, and the robot is happy to listen to her sing. Sam checks the files and finds out that Horst's wife was a woman named Cassandra. She died in 1972 because of an illness, and 2 months after that, her son, Peter, and husband Horst died in a car accident not far from where they lived. Back at their house, Cassandra tells Juno to go for a swim, so the kid does, even though she knows she wasn't supposed to swim without supervision. Then Cassandra starts to show off her tricks, turning off all the lights before switching on the underwater pool lighting. Juno is very pleased. Meanwhile, Steve and Finn are about to share herpes when Cassandra cockblocks and tells Finn to help his mother with the groceries. During dinner, Sam asks about Juno's day, but the kid complains that no one wanted to spend time with her except for Cassandra. To make it up to her, Sam suggests that the family play charades afterward. It's a family game, and Sam doesn't want Cassandra included. However, Juno feels sorry for Cassandra and insists on letting her join. Cassandra knows the word is mom, and so she keeps dropping insults to hurt Sam's feelings. Cassandra says Sam's sculpting job isn't a real job at all, but a crafty hobby because it doesn't earn her money. Cassandra even reveals that Sam had a panic attack the day before. Sam gets really angry that she covers the TV in their bedroom. She tells David that Cassandra is making her look crazy and getting them to turn against her. She finally reveals what she found out about Cassandra and even walks David to where the accident happened. She shows him the photo of the car accident that killed Horst and Peter, and in the photo, Cassandra is seen standing beside the car wreck. David comforts Sam, but it's hard for him to believe that any of it is real. Instead, he thinks she needs to see a professional. These stories always got a dumbass dad in order for the plot to continue. David thinks Sam is not trying hard enough to start a new life, so Sam reminds him how he locked himself in his room when Kathy moved in with them. Sam was left alone to care for her sick sister, while David busied himself with work. So David apologizes and admits that he did abandon Sam when she needed him. Decades ago, Cassandra and Horst had dinner with their old friends, Jurgen and Birgit. Birgit talked about wanting to work, and Horst was fascinated just by listening to her. Then she revealed that she's pregnant. Cassandra started crying and excused herself. Birgit followed her and apologized for announcing the news, knowing what happened to Cassandra's last pregnancy. Then Cassandra said that Horst had been coming home late, and she didn't know what to do about it. Birgit calmed her down, saying maybe she should start working too. But Cassandra wanted to be a stay-at-home mom because she wanted to look after her family. So Birgit lets it go, and then she offered to fix Cassandra's booty makeup. Cassandra was shocked when she saw that the color of Birgit's lipstick was the same as the one on Horst's shirt. So it's this trifling hoe's vag that set off these decades of events. At present time, Sam is enjoying a peaceful bath when she catches Cassandra watching her. Cassandra finally admits that she had a family before, and because she lost them, she won't allow it to happen again. She threatens to get rid of Sam so she can have Juno, Finn, and David all to herself. She tells Sam to get out of the house, so Sam gets so scared and she starts screaming for help. Bitch, get your ass out the tub and topple that robot over. This was just the first 2 episodes of the show. It gets pretty wild later. What did y'all think, and should we cover more?
Subscribe to watch more videos like this. Turn on notifications. And leave a like, it really helps the channel out. Thank you for watching.